Hello, welcome to ZR Visas again. I am Naveed Mukhtar, a part of ZR Visas team, and I am regulated by OASC UK, and I'm specialized in UK family visa applications and employment work such as sponsor license and skilled worker visas. In this video, we will talk about a UK spouse visa application, which includes civil partnership applications, married partners, and unmarried partners. We will also talk about the extension and switching of spouse visa applications. We will talk about eligibility to make a successful UK spouse visa application, cost of the application from inside UK and from abroad, the processing time, and processing time using the standard service and premium service, basic list of documents you need, and we will also discuss the most important part of the application, such as relationship requirements and financial requirements. Let me first introduce you to ZR Visas. We are a UK registered immigration firm with clients in more than 60 countries. We are a UK registered firm, and we have been top rated by clients around the world, with current clients in more than 60 countries, with hundreds of 5-star reviews and feedback, which tells the story of every single client who provided feedback. In addition to this, we have 100% success rate in many UK visa applications, including UK spouse visa extension and switching applications, fiancé visa applications, nationality, indefinite leave to remain, skilled worker, sponsor license, parent route visa extensions, and a lot more. You can see our work on our website, zrvisas.com. We do offer a full application service for a fixed and very competitive fee without any hidden cost whatsoever. And we do provide advice in 5 different languages, including English, Urdu, Hindi, Saraiki, and Punjabi. And I can speak all of these 5 languages as well. That may be helpful to you. Okay, as you understand, the immigration rules are changing with a very rapid pace. Recently, income requirements have been changed for UK fiancé and spouse visa applications. So we just thought to update this video so you get the latest information on visa cost, which has already been updated, and the financial requirements. Let's start from the eligibility requirements for UK spouse visa application. When we say UK spouse visa, it means a married partner, a partner who has a civil partnership, or unmarried partner who have lived together for at least 2 years before submitting their visa application. Your sponsor, who is in the UK, they should be either a British citizen, or they should have indefinite leave to remain or settled status. And in some cases, they can sponsor you even if they have EU pre-settled status under EU settlement scheme. we start the eligibility requirements one by one. The first requirement you have to meet is the relationship requirements. If you are a married partner or if you are in a civil partnership, you will need to provide evidence that you are married to your partner, a marriage certificate, or a civil partnership certificate will be required to prove that. Remember, these are not the only documents you will need to prove relationship, because Home Office expect much more than that. You will also need to provide your evidence of regular contacts with each other, how your relationship started, history throughout your relationship, and you will also need evidence to prove that you have a genuine and subsisting relationship with your partner, and you intend to live together with your partner when you arrive in the UK. If you are in an unmarried relationship, then you will need to prove that you live together at least 2 years at the date of your application. In my experience, proving 2 years living together relationship is not easy for people who has been living on and off basis, and they are not likely to meet the criteria. And they may have to get married before they submit their visa application. Another very important requirement is the financial requirements. As you may be aware that Home Office has recently increased the income requirement, which was originally £18,600 a year. It has been increased to £29,000 a year for new applications submitted on or after 11th of April 2024. And this is not just it, because Home Office has announced that they are going to increase the financial requirements by end of this year to £34,500 a year. And then from the start of year 2025, the income requirements will go even higher to £38,700 a year, which can make a lot of people ineligible to make visa application for their dependents, for their spouses and children. So it may be a good idea to prepare your application before the next income requirement come into effect. We don't know the exact dates, but we will update our website as soon as possible on receiving updates from the Home Office. You can check the latest updates on our website zrvisas.com on spouse visa page. Moving forward, when we talk about financial requirements, there are different ways of meeting the financial requirements. The normal modes which are used commonly, they are employment, self-employment income. It could be savings, income from pension, income from rental income, or if you are a director of a company in the UK. If you are making your first application to join your partner in the UK, then only UK-based income will be considered. You cannot count your own income from abroad to meet the financial requirements in the UK. We will discuss this different sources of income, employment and self-employment in a bit detail. Let's start from employment. If you are employed, you will have to provide 6 to 12 months of your pay slips depending on your circumstances, the length of your employment with the current employer, and It will also depend whether you are in a salaried or non-salaried employment. Salaried employment is which is a fixed salary paid over the year, and non-salaried employments are where you are paid on hourly rate basis. If you are relying on your employment income, then you will need to provide your pay slips, bank statements, which proves the income was received in your bank account, and you will also need to provide your P60 along with an employer letter confirming the details of your employment. The Home Office do have a very strict criteria on the format they need to prove the income requirement. Therefore, it is important that you follow the correct guidance and rules and provide the relevant and exact evidence what you need to meet the financial requirements. We go to the next section to discuss the self-employment income. Self-employment income is based on the last full financial year, which has recently ended. In UK, the financial year normally starts on 6th of April and ends on 5th of April the next year. It's exactly 12 months period. In comparison to the employment income, where gross amount is taken into account, when we talk about self-employment, the net profit or the net income of the business is considered as an income. And for self-employment evidence, for income requirements, you will need your tax return. You will also need your SA 302 or tax calculations. And you will also need to provide your bank statements confirming that income was received in your bank account. For self-employment, you may have a personal bank account or a separate business bank account for the income you received. In addition to this, you will also need to prove that your self-employment is still continued. Again, just like the self-employment, the rules are quite strict on the evidence you required for self-employment. There are some other sources which you can also use, such as if you are director of a company and you are receiving salary and dividends from the company. If you are receiving pension or rental income. In some cases, different sources of income can be combined to meet the financial requirements. For example, employment income and cash savings can be combined to meet the financial requirements. But self-employment and cash savings cannot be combined. They are prohibited. Therefore, it's important that you have a very clear understanding when you are using two or more sources to meet financial requirements for your spouse visa application. Moving forward to the next section, sufficient accommodation requirement. As part of your application, you will also need to prove that your joining partner will have sufficient accommodation available when they arrive in the UK. If you are sharing a property with your family or friends, or if you are living in a shared accommodation, then you will also need a letter from a landlord or a letting agency or from your friends and family to confirm that your partner have a permission to stay in the property when they arrive in the UK. You may also need to provide evidence of the property ownership or tenancy agreement along with utility bills. Moving forward to the next section, English language requirement. This is another requirement your partner have to meet. The minimum level of English you need to get your application through is level A1 at CEFR level. Only approved tests are accepted by Home Office for your family visa applications. You can book a test with an approved test, and our website have the list of the approved tests which you can book online. In some cases, you can book a higher test if your partner have a good level of English, and you may be able to use those tests in the future application, which can save you time and money in the long term. Some countries are exempt from meeting English language requirements. Those countries who are English-speaking countries, such as US and Canada and Australia. And there is another way to meet English language requirements. If you have completed a bachelor or master's level degree and degree was taught in English, then you may be able to use that. You will also need a certificate from ECCTIS to confirm that degree was taught in English, and the level of the qualification is at UK bachelor's or master's level. You may be able to use that. If you use the last option, the degree what we just mentioned, then you can use that throughout your immigration travel up to becoming the British citizen. So it may be helpful if you have a degree. Another requirement is TB test. TB test is not required from all the countries. They're only required from certain countries. You can check the list on the website that which countries are exempt or for which countries you need a TB test. Remember, you can't get a TB test from any clinic. You will need to do the test from an approved test, from an approved center, basically. So these were the basic requirements for UK spouse visa applications. Yes, and one more information about third-party support. A lot of people ask about this, that whether they can get a support of their family or friends to meet the financial requirements. Unfortunately, immigration rules have no such exemption where you can take a support from a third party. So it means that UK sponsor should have their own income from any of the allowed sources, such as employment or self-employment, to meet the financial requirements. If you need help to do your visa applications, I know a lot of people can do their visa applications on their own. But remember, a refused application can have many adverse effects on your future applications. First and foremost, the family life will be affected. Money will be wasted because there is a lot of money involved in this whole process. And the time, most importantly, the time which you will not spend with your family if your visa application is refused. Adverse immigration history will be created, which is likely to affect the future applications as well. So it is very important that you prepare a good application, provide as much information and documents. When we say as much information and documents, it means the necessary information and documents as required under the immigration rules. Providing a lot of unnecessary documents and irrelevant documents will not only delay your application, but it is quite possible that visa officer find contradictions in your documents and information, and they may refuse your application on those grounds. Therefore, it is very important that you be very careful what documents and information you are submitting as a part of your visa application. We are in this profession since 2006. We started this firm almost 18 years ago, and we are family visa specialists. If you think you need help and advice, we do offer a full application service for a fixed fee without any hidden charges and without any other costs whatsoever. For every single application and case we take, we will allocate you a caseworker who will take your case from start to the end, just with a one contact. Our full application service covers preparing the visa applications, sending you list of documents, uploading all your documents with unlimited advice. And for clients who are vulnerable or who has exceptional circumstances where they cannot take the calls during the day, we can create exceptions for them to provide after hour service without any additional cost to them. And mode of the service, a lot of people ask us a question that how you can provide the service. We do have clients in more than 60 countries. I'm sure you will understand it is not possible for all of them to come and visit us. Therefore, we provide service over the phone, by WhatsApp, email. You can post your documents or share on Google Drive, Microsoft Teams. We use all the modern mediums to make your visa application processing easily and convenient for you. To see the latest updates on the income requirements and to see our work, how we are doing, please visit our website or search ZR Visas. We have hundreds of 5-star reviews and hundreds of visa approvals uploaded on the website so that our clients can make an informed decision whether we are the right people to help with their next visa application. You can follow our page on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are almost on all the social media platforms. Just searching ZR Visas will help you to find us on all the places where we are. Feel free to get in touch with the team, and we will be happy to help you with any questions or concerns you may have. We wish you best for your application, and we hope you join your families soon and start your family life in the UK. Thank you for watching the video.